Hi, I'm Harvey Tallman. This is Survivalism, and for the past few weeks I've been talking about surviving and guns and what to and what not to do, but the one thing I've been trying to get across to all of you is how inadequate the generations have become, particularly the last two generations, and in particular the last generation of people who've been born in the last 20 years, and how unprepared to live without modern conveniences. And I finally wound up having something happen that I can show you. You may not believe it, but I can show it to you. My wife is paralyzed from the neck down. I have a girl who comes in on the weekends and takes care of her. 20 years old, pregnant. She seems to be bright enough. Last week she says, your wife would like some canned pears. And I looked on the shelf, couldn't find any up here, went downstairs, got them, came back up. 10 minutes later, she comes in the living room here and she says, where's the can opener? I walked in through the door, I pointed at the silverware drawer. I said, in the silverware drawer. So she reached in. Where'd I put it? She reached in and she pulled this out. And I said, okay, to myself, she knows what a can opener looks like. All right. About half an hour or 3/4 of an hour later, I saw her go into the bedroom, and I went into the kitchen for something, I don't remember what, and sitting on the counter was that. You are talking about a 20 or 21-year-old woman who's pregnant, and she can't operate a manual can opener. She butchered that can, and I just shook my head, and there you go. It hasn't got buttons on it, and she can't talk into it, and she has no idea what's going on around her. And she isn't the only person that I've had dealings with like this. We had a girl in here who, Nikki wanted coffee. I went into the kitchen after she supposedly had started the coffee to discover that she made instant coffee in the coffee maker. And I was flabbergasted. This kind of thing is happening all the time. We get new people in here because these kids will come in. Some only come in once, and they just can't handle the relationship of taking care of my wife. We had one girl who, she sat there, and Nikki says, well, I want to get up and get in my wheelchair. And the girl looked at her and said, okay, well, get up. Excuse me, she's paralyzed from the neck down. This is what I've been trying to get across to all of you. You are dealing with human beings who have lost the ability to adapt, learn, and survive. And not that they can't adapt, not that they can't learn, but not in a short period of time. You're talking about somebody who might need a year, 2 years, 5 years to acquire enough knowledge to live. But a person like this, if you had somebody like this in a survival group or in your house or whatever you want to do, they're apt to burn the house down. I watched her make scrambled eggs, and she takes the frying pan, puts it on the burner, turns the burner on, and then it was a good minute or a little over a minute before she put any butter in the pan and started to make the eggs. And she burned the hell out of the eggs to start with. So this is what this whole thing is about. Getting prepared to survive without modern technology. Because if it goes away, 75% of this population is going to go away with it. Because they can't learn in a heartbeat how to make a fire, how to cook a meal, how to open a can. So this is where I'm coming from. And this is what you should be looking at when it comes to making the world mean something. Hang on a second.